Well, hello. Can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about how we used to be. What's up? Who's there? Who's out there? It's Saturday night. There must be a big drama dragon fest going on somewhere that you all can't miss. So I know you can come in here and say, hey, hey, or not. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. But yeah, I made it. At least I showed up. Hi, Kiki. How are ya? If anybody wants to come up and bitch a little bit with me, they are welcome. It's not going to get too controversial as normal. I would like to give a shout out to the first person I think that apparently clipped me, but I can't remember the name of their channel. What the heck is it? I don't know. It was funny. I think they thought it was funny that hi Angel Pepper, hi hi Michelle P. I think it was they thought it was funny we were talking about wax because it was like weed related. Plus Chronic dropped an F bomb, so that was pretty funny. Hey mom without a watch, what's up? How do you tell time? You're just over here listening to burning down the house. So, is someone burning down the house? I don't think there's a house left to burn, girl. I listened to the Truth Live today, I think. Was it? I missed something, okay? Because I had to go to this job thing today and then I had to do this job thing today. Hey Amber, what's up? Uh so I had to like actually have a Stardust Memories clip me. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's look, it's silly. We're just talking about wax in reference to 420 because it's chronic. I you know one day there's a lady who may or may not come in here and I won't spill her name. She says she needs to go live when she feels the mood strike her. I feel the same way. Like now, I just if the mood strikes me, I need to go live. This consistency thing is interesting. Hi, Brian Clan. I like how I got the burn it down. It's already burnt. There's nothing left to burn down. There's no one to root for, really, if you think about it, right? Like, do you want to be on a team at this point? I mean, I guess if you don't want, uh, you know, I don't know. I guess if you want to be in arguments and drama, you need to be on a team. I feel like I have a good grasp on how to handle this BS by now. It's been burning down the streets. I guess we don't even have freedom of speech here anymore. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Lottie Dog. Good to see you. I was wondering how you were doing last night. I know you're wrapped up in some Big Brother drama. Amber Kate's been burning. You fly solo on your own team. It's good to have someone to like bounce things off of, though, sometimes. Otherwise, it can be very boring. Can be very boring. What's up, Andy Cruz Pod Terrestrial? Um, how is Nada's kitchen doing? I have. Hang on, let me check something. I got a camera installed in her house. Hang on. Let's see. Shh, don't tell her. I'm remote accessing. Hang on. It's not. Hang on. This is some BS, man. All right, let's be real. Okay, I have not heard from her today. What's up with that? Okay, so here's what's really happening. We are in an extreme heat watch because our air quality is complete crap. I haven't heard from her at all today. That's weird. I hear from her every day. She's around somewhere. Andy Cruz misses you, Lottie. You're here, but you're gaming. Aren't we all? Andy, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Hey, little lady. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, Sabrina. Oh my gosh. So our air quality sucks. I've been coughing and choking all day. So I have a question to ask, and I didn't really ever want to talk about this person again, but I thought it was weird. And hopefully he's okay. But does it seem like Ben is like super proud to have gone to jail, or is it just me? I'm just wondering. Uh, Listening but can't chat. Okay, I got you, girl. I got you. That helps me in the algorithm for sure. Cough, cough. Yeah, I know. It's been like smoky and gross in the clouds and the sky. Anyway, send a little prayer out for Ben that he gets better and he gets help and he gets happy and his parents are good because he's been through it. Brian St. John had to go live while I was live. Just kidding. I think he went live earlier. I've been bitching at Brian in his comment section, by the way. Um, and also, it is a little shade, by the way. Yeah, it's a little shade because it looked like you're very happy and proud that you went to jail. That's not anything you want to. Yeah, he's back. I don't know where he is. He was gonna go get help, so I don't know. He was reading dirty. Yeah. Anyway, just don't look. Don't ask. I know. I know. I know. Took my meds. We'll try to hang out as soon as possible. Oh, hi, Blackhearted. We love you. Where are you? Going to bed? She's got good stuff going on in life. I'm so happy for her, even though people are trying to drive her crazy. And I mean, not these people. I mean, like 3D people. She's got good stuff going on. Yeah, I mean, I just feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for him. I hope he gets help. You know what I mean? I don't think he's like, there's some other people, I think, shit, is this gonna like, hang on. I gotta move this whole thing. Hang on one second. My whole microphone. Okay. So, I mean, like, are his parents gonna be okay? Like, I just hope everybody's okay. Let's put it that way. He was doing good, so if he was doing good once, he could do good again. I think there are people that are irredeemable, but I don't think that he's one of them, and I'm just gonna say that. Okay, let's see. Someone left me, huh? Someone left me a comment that I hit the algorithm. Maybe I need to go live more often. Like that, they got suggested to come and say hi or whatever. Yet I don't see them in here saying hi. Just kidding. Hi, Lisa54. How are you? It's good to see you guys in here. So, yeah, I listened to The Truth today. I gotta be honest, I can't remember exactly what it was about. But I gotta say, oh, I see what's up. Laura's live. Laura, how dare you go live while I'm live? Don't you know? Hey, Captain Obvious, how are you doing? Good to see you. Is she doing another freaking space camp thing? Is she doing another fundraiser? Because I don't think everybody's pockets are that deep, girl. Other than maybe yours. How dare her? I know, right? Lucky Lou Who. I'm live again. Elbow cough. Is elbow cough a freaking emoji in YouTube now? If so, I'll have to remember that so I don't end up making my own elbow cough. Fundraiser the house. Always a fundraiser. I miss you. You guys miss each other. You're home. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear you're home. I know. It's funny to me. Like, whatever. You know what? People want to give you money. They want to give you money. That's their deal. But I just think it's wackadoodie sometimes. I think it's wackadoodie. Like, okay, I need to pay this guy $50 to mow the lawn. So I should make my channel responsible for it. Or I need to pay this much money for Kiki to get a bath and get her nails trimmed. So I think that you guys should pay for it. Like, what the hell? Aren't you guys are already paying me a membership? If I had a Patreon, you'd already be paying me a Patreon. You guys are already giving me watch time, which equates to money in the long run, like 2 cents, but $50 for an hour. I know a guy. For what? I bet you know a lot of guys, Andy. He was David. I just paid $66 for a shirt and pants. I'm looking for the money. What money? You need to do a fundraiser. You need to go live and talk about how expensive clothes are. And that, if you don't get $66, you're going to have to walk bare ass naked through the Walmart parking lot, and you'll become you'll go viral in the next episode of People of Walmart, because it'll be like naked young girl or naked young lady walking through the uh, parking lot of Walmart, because people on YouTube were so mean that they refused to give her $66. Listen, speaking of so mean, did anybody listen to I hear Chasing Truth and Gray Hughes have a channel together called So Mean Allegedly. Okay, we'll get you a fundraiser together for $66. See if we can work that out. Throw like, I don't know, about 5 zeros on it and I'm in. Yeah, it's hard. Day by day, you gotta kind of just deal with it and cope. So what are you guys doing this weekend? Everybody having a good one? You didn't listen to anything today? You were at a family reunion. Well, there was something going on, but I can't even remember what the heck it was. Oh, it was the Truth Got Mad today. You really like Chasing Truth. She's so funny. People really like her. $50 for that. Yeah, no, I got a kid, but the kid is so damn lazy. Like, he doesn't want to do it. And he was getting 25. And I was like, dude, I'm going to give you 50. Like, I up the ante, right? And because I think it's worth $50. Listen, it's literally 15 minutes worth of work for a able-bodied young man. But he's lazy as fuck. So he doesn't want to do it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up recommending he get this $100 lawnmower. And I'm look, dude, if you just do a couple lawns in the neighborhood, you'll have this in no time. People are going to pay you 50. They're going to give you a tip. They're going to give you $60 to mow their front lawn. You'll have this thing paid off in like, two working sessions. But no, he mows like one little strip that's like 2 feet by 3 feet. Then his like little girlfriend comes over and they go walking down to the creek. And it's like, bro, get your freaking ass back here and weed whack. But he wants a lawnmower, so I don't know. I might try to help him get a lawnmower. Uh, oh, I'll come mow your grass, but if you see me on a lawn not being able to breathe, call 911. Okay, well, that's not going to be acceptable. I actually was on a lawn once. Apparently, I didn't know I was breathing. But I was walking my dog when I had a dog. I was walking my dog down the road, and they gave me some weirdo muscle relaxer for some problem I was having in my lower back. And I took the shit, and it literally, in my best Nada impersonation, knocked me out. Like it knocked me out. So I fell to the ground. The neighbors came out and found my dog running around, and what a nightmare. Anyway, so they called, I don't know. I woke up. Yeah, it was bad. But anyway, I just fell over because I could not handle this, sort of thing. I think the truth, I think the truth lives are still up. I don't remember. Facebook Marketplace. I tried a local app like that Nextdoor app. Um, I know your lawn for that. What? You'll mow my lawn for that? Yeah. It's a good deal. Like it's a really good deal. I don't want to deal with the hornets. I have a good weed whacker. I hate those freaking hornets out there. And honestly, if I go stand out there and start weed whacking, it's gonna make me feel like I'm gonna die. But that's okay. You were busy all day with the brake change on your tracker. Do you have a tractor or truck? Wait a minute. You're changing your brakes? Oh, your tracker is the name of your car. Sorry, I had to mute. I had a technical difficulty. Yeah, basically, I could not do that. I mean, if you give me a piece of hardware like, computer hardware, even a laptop, even a phone screen, stuff like that, I could replace things like that. But you start getting into something that's big and dirty and oily and gross. Nah. Car, I can't. I can't do it. I can't even like I have a hard time putting like IKEA furniture together. There's always like an extra piece or extra shelf that we didn't need. It could be that the QA sucks, and so I don't ever really get like the actual parts I'm supposed to get in the IKEA box, but who knows? All right, so I just talking about some current events going on. Let's see what's been going on. Let's see what kind of crap we could talk about. All right, so something like 2 or 3 million people signed a petition on change.org asking for multiple stimulus checks to be passed in the House and Senate and signed into law. And it looks like, I don't know, it has not been signed into law yet, but it's been voted on apparently. People are already getting the child tax credit thing. Now, I don't know if they are going to really start trying to introduce a universal basic income sort of mentality where it's like, you get here's $1,400 a month or $2,000 a month or whatever the heck it is. But they're proposing $1,200 a month and 600 per child. I was wrong in what I said before. Or there's another proposition for like $2,000 a month, and it just depends on the term. I don't know where we're borrowing this money from. I mean, I have a clue, but it's scaring me. It's scaring me. We have a whole bunch of people that are going to be out of unemployment if they don't find jobs just in a few days here. So that's kind of scary if you ask me. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But yeah, also this photo of lizards banging, that is my thumbnail, is brought to you by the beautiful Michelle, aka Michelle's Nails. Let me take a break here to read the chat. Yeah, the muscle relaxer, it affected me really badly. Okay. Yes, go to your bed, Captain Obvious. It is far more important than this. You know where to find us on the other side. Um, the tires are heavy. Yeah, universal basic income is kind of a concept that if you take a peek around, it's something they've been introducing more and more into the media, this thought. And as a matter of fact, there are a couple of organizations that started doling out some sort of universal basic income to residents of particular states. Yes. To answer the question of let's see, the truth, I am high. I'm high as a kite. Thank you very much. Brian St. John, I saw your comments on my page and I appreciate your input always. Listen, Brian, I know that you weren't disrespectful per se, but so I get it. But the deal is, like, you made a video about her comment section, right? I'm not always high. I'm not high when I'm working. I work all the time. What are you talking about? So here's the deal. I feel like it's crappy to make a video complaining about Wendy V's comment section, right? When everybody knows that, like, the best part of Wendy V's comments, the best part of Wendy V's channel, other than her lives, is her comment section. Because people go in there and they say what they really think, right? And the person who may or may not be getting, crapped on, like, you might not like what it says in the comment section, but she's not going to allow anything horrific. Good for me. I don't know if it's good for me. She's not going to allow anything horrific, but I know. Well, yeah, but you're accusing her of being unfair, right? And that's kind of what she's known for. Hey, mine too. And you know what's weird is I know for damn sure that Wendy V doesn't have me blocked on her channel. But my comments never show up on her channel. You know why? They probably either get deleted by Google, they get held for review, or they just don't show up. And that's why I said, you know how YouTube works, Brian. Why are you doing this? Because I think it's like, look, it's not to help her, it's to help you. Because I think it makes you look like you care what people think if you, like, have to make a whole video about another person, a clip channel's comment section. Well, that's good. They probably showed up. Mine never did. And I'm sparse about my comments, by the way. I almost never leave a comment. I will almost never leave a comment because everything you say can and will be used against you or someone that you know. And so it's silly. So if you're ready for that, then you leave a comment. If you're not ready for that, then you don't. If you're ready for somebody to go live and pick apart the fact that you have an opinion, then, leave a comment in the comment section or type in a live stream. Do I sound high? Look, don't kill my buzz, bro. Don't kill my buzz. Don't kill my buzz. I will have to. I know you do. Or I know that you say you do. But listen, it's respectful to take down that stupid ass video. It makes you look bad, dude. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. But we don't talk outside of YouTube, so I'm just telling you what's up. I know, not an opinion, right? It's so scary. Not someone who disagrees with me. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Okay, here's the other thing. I listened to the Truth Live today and I thought, no, I don't even know if I got to hear all of it. I tried, but I was working. And when I got off work, I was like so burnt out that I thought, damn it, I feel like going live. So I should just do it when the mood strikes me instead of waiting for me to have a specific day or some BS. And so the mood struck me that I wanted to talk. Maybe other people just didn't want to. Maybe they want to listen. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But so the mood struck me. So here I am. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm being mean. And I don't think, see, and here's the thing is like everybody that I know that I consider to be a real one is able to take constructive criticism. They may not agree with your constructive criticism, but they'll listen. And then I'll have to fight and scream and yell at each other about it. That's the type of shit that people are super sick of, bro. They're super sick of people screaming and yelling and bitching and moaning and complaining and whining about all this crap because then it just makes everybody look like crap. Amber's more than welcome to be here. You can get me in trouble. It's okay. I have a very good representative on YouTube, even though she's just about out the door completely. But yeah. I'm only mean to Donna. That's true. I'm very cruel to her. I'm abusive, and it's a hideous situation. She's literally, I basically treat her worse than I treat, I don't know, a spider on my wall. Also, Lottie, are you still here? Listen, Lottie and Jenny go live on a channel called Kind of Whatever. Please subscribe to them. They are such sweet, smart, pretty girls. Also, Lottie Dawes' channel is here. Please subscribe to her. Go support her. Show her some love. She may or may not be talking about something you're interested in, but eventually, it would be nice to get some of these guys a community page, get them to 1,000 subs. Not everybody's here for a hustle. I will agree with the truth saying everybody here with the monetized channel is hustling. Yes. Um, but yeah, it would also be nice to get Donna. The subscribers that Donna wants is people that are into crafting, people that want to learn how to make things. Donna can take nothing and make something. And, that is something that I think there, aren't a whole lot of people around here that are still doing that. There might be some DIYers in the community or whatever, but, the fact that she's doing it and look how often she's uploading. Yes, we can totally voice chat whenever, man. I'm usually around. Like, if I wouldn't be live tonight, I could be hanging out in the Discord just BSing. File any harassment claims to Nada's kitchen. I don't know where Nada is. I know. Well, wait. Today's Saturday, right? Donna is a crafty bitch. I don't know where Nada is, but we just have like this drought going on up here, and it's really, really hot. And our air quality now, instead of an air quality index, it just says smoke. Like everybody's being told to close all of their windows, stay inside, avoid as much of the outside as you possibly can because it's just smoky everywhere. So it's terrible. It's awful and stuff. So anyway, it's making me feel like crap. It gave me a major headache. Maybe you should do a live some night, Amber, and invite. Yeah, if Amber wants to come up, she is definitely welcome anytime here. File harassment, yes. Nada, where are you? I'm gonna start texting you and calling you. What's up, Mellow One? How are you? Okay, I can talk now. Wait, who's a snake? Oh, Smoke. Who's this? Oh, Smoke. Yeah. So normally it'll say like in the corner it'll say 75 sunny, right? The last few days it said stuff like right now it says 75 and sunny. Right now it says 75 and smoke. But normally it'll say something like or the last few days it said like 89, and then it said AIQ, and I was like, what is AIQ? So I look it up, and it's air quality index. Actually, I figured it out on my own, believe it or not. Hey, happy, welcome. I figured it out on my own, believe it or not, but it's because the air stinks so bad. Nada's probably her kids. Nada is probably her kids. Yes. You're good, Mellow One. What have you been doing? Where you been hiding? Where you been hiding? Been staying out of trouble, I hope everybody has. I don't know, man. I just felt like I wanted to go live and catch up with people and see what's up. I don't have any like all the people that are cool with me are pretty much like in this chat right now. There are some people who aren't in here right now because they probably have jobs and lives and sleep and things like that. But I mean, we have a pretty small group, but it's pretty tight knit, and it's quality over quantity at the moment. But yeah, we seem to have a good time. And yeah, I don't know. I'm due to do a game stream pretty soon. I already know it. But when I do games, everybody leaves and they just want to go crazy. People rather like bitch a little bit and talk about the old school drama. I just don't think there's anything worth talking about. And I don't think there's anything worth responding to. That's what gets my goat. Is like, I think the truth, you could save yourself a whole lot of trouble by just ask yourself, what would Eritrea do? I promise you it's not going to be as lucrative. You got a good thing going over there, but it would be calmer. I'm not cool with you, and I'm in here. Stop slandering me. Well, I think you're cool with me, so you must be. Hey, man, if it's up to me, we're cool. And if not, then, I can always just ban you. I'm just kidding. Like I would. Hey, Lady Beekeeper. Peeps here who will target anyone. They will. They will. And that's why people don't want to type in a chat. People don't want to leave a comment. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's all words. I mean, I know that there's been a whole bunch of real life stuff going on. Well, not a whole bunch, but there's been quite a bit of gross threats of real life things happening anyway. And then one kind of really awful thing that happened that I don't want to talk about. Yeah. What would I do? Nothing. I just let people have a one-sided argument. Fuck them. I'm always on the fringe. So this UBI, does that mean folks are on STI are going to get 2 times as much? No, you're not going to get 2 times as much. But if you're on SSDI, SSI, or I don't know, something else, you're going to get an increase, and there's going to be a change to. There's going to be a change, like an increase in the amount of assets that you're going to be able to have, and that's not going to be dependent. I don't think that's dependent on the signing of the bill into law, but it could be. It could be part of the reconciliation bill. I don't know. I haven't read it. Even the slightest disagreement with their views makes you a mark. The bullies rule. Hey man, it ain't. It's definitely not really kindergarten rules around here. It's more like prison yard rules. You know. Yeah, just don't. Why bother? And that's one of the things I say it. I say it repetitively because there's different people in pretty much every stream that I have, which is cool. I love that. There's other people at other times and days and stuff. And some of you may be here, just not normally feel comfortable talking or whatever, but I'm glad that you are feeling comfortable talking now. I look at it like this. Like, this is social media. If your whole purpose in life when you wake up is to have an argument with someone, whatever you say has no value to me. No value whatsoever. It just doesn't. Yeah, it is. It's very much like the DC is straight up Wentworth. Yeah, I don't know about the old school drama ladies. Like, they seem to be a little bit like less intense, but like the level of intensity and seriousness is just a complete not. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. People get so worked up and so invested, and then every time anybody has a problem, you know, they got to go live about every little time that they're brought up, and it's just dumb. Like, just don't. The number one piece of advice that I could give somebody, other than trying to maintain your anonymity, if that's important to you, other than that, it's just like, just you know um think about stuff before you actually go through with it. If you're thinking, wow, like, you feel like somebody tugging at your heartstrings, just take a step back and think about, is this really like the best investment of my time or my money or my energy or whatever? Because this whole community has been trained through manipulation what is okay and what isn't okay, and also what they should do in any particular situation, which is usually give the person money. Oh, so and so feels sad today. Go show them some love in their PayPal. Don't get me wrong. A girl likes a PayPal, all right? A girl likes a super chat. A guy likes a PayPal. A guy likes a super chat. But, uh, it's not meant as a fix all. It's meant as I'm enjoying your stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you want to pay for my this or that. That's my feeling on it. Now, other people treat it differently. That's their deal, not mine. I don't like it because I feel like if it's a need, I feel like that's a manipulation. And that's just because that's how I was raised. I'm glad you're doing okay, Michelle. I think Michelle found a self cure for what was kind of going on with her a little bit too. Why do you want me awake? I'm sleepy in my old age. Oh, get out of here. You are not sleepy, Andy. Aw. What happened with your bedspread, Lottie? Oh my goodness. Something. Oh my God. Is it dirty? What happened with your bedspread, girl? You're my favorite person to bug. I thought I was your favorite person to bug. Well, I lost my status. See, now we're going to have to start dragging each other. Rotten potatoes. I had my phone in my hand. and I had to text for help. I'm lucky. What are you doing? Well, okay, now that we know that you're yawning, why don't you go to bed, sleepyhead? I think I think I almost dropped my vape. I think the drama community is broke down by how long and how emotionally invested your experiences here are. We filter out since the OG been here the longest. That's why they are more mellow. You know what? I don't think that's true. I think there's a lot of people that came around here before me that are fucking out of their minds. They're out of their mind. They're committed, man. They're gonna force that round peg into a square hole until it they can milk that biatch dry. Fire den. Oh, fine then. Leave me for sleep. All right, listen, I got news for you, girl. I got news for you, Michelle. You are going to need listen. If you have problems with heartburn, okay, you might not want to do this. Get you some sour cream is what you want to do. Oh, Picker wants to buy my bedspread from my vlogs. Oh, I need to see it. I need to see it. Um, yeah, go subscribe to Lottie Da. Let's go see what her bedspread looks like. She's super cute, by the way. She wears like all these little t-shirts and she does wine chat. And she's like talking about Big Brother. And some of you bitches like Big Brother. You know you do. I mean, ladies only. All right. What was I saying here? Okay. For you, if you get, if you suffer from any kind of heartburn or anything like that, don't hold me accountable. But I got the spicy jalapeno, girl. They were good. They were good and not hard and crunchy. I'm hearing you, little lady. Yeah, you gotta stay. Yeah. It's just, there's no point. There's no point. But there's a time where we were all very emotionally invested in one way or another, right? I learned so much in such a short period of time. Michelle says, so Truth apologized to me publicly over a private misunderstanding. I thought that was nice of her. She didn't have to. Michelle, if you would just take the link, you could come up here and say that yourself. But yeah, you make me do your work for you, girl. Come on now. So let's see. I think Laura went live complaining about nags, right? I didn't listen, but I don't think there's anybody else for her to complain about right now, other than like the going. I'm gonna go real life against everybody in the chat because Ballet Babe was allowed in there or whatever the hell. Oh, I'll have to try it. Yeah, it's spicy though. It might give you heartburn, but it's pretty good. It's not hard or crunchy on the inside, so it's not too bad. Oh, hey, Gordon, how are you doing? Gordon is the lover. He comes into the chat to spread love and kindness and all that good stuff. Listen, Gordon, we're talking about a little bit of like crazy lady drama. What do you think about that? What? The shitting has been done? What are you talking about, girl? Oh, you guys are talking about the board game? Are you dropping deuces on her board? That's not cool, bro. Like no one here made you dinner. Well, I mean, no, but there was a time where you were around quite a bit, right? You were panel hopping for a hot minute. Come on, girl. Hang on. I have a Kiki emergency. Well, it's not an emergency, but it's urgent. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so the emergency is that Kiki, I got myself, when I started my job, I got an allowance. Um, I had to pay taxes on it or whatever, but I got a little bit of a bonus, so I could buy some things for my office, um, my home office. And so um, I did. And one of those things was an ottoman because I'll have some long days, where I can't get up for a long period of time, or here and there I can get up for a period of time, but I want to like stretch my legs out and put them up and all this crap. So, well, I got myself a little ottoman. I definitely, well, I'm sorry if gossiping is bad. We're still having fun. Anyway, I got myself a little ottoman. It was on Amazon for $72. This is not sponsored. I'm not getting any kickback for this, but Kiki has taken it over. And so she's decided that I need to buy a second one. So apparently that's going to happen probably next month. Yep, she does have a point. If they're not feeding you or whacking your weeds, it ain't worth it. It's not. It's also not worth it to try to defend somebody else's honor, if it's going to just get people, pissed at you. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be a problem if I left Brian an honest comment in his comment section, even if it seemed like direct, because Brian knows, like, I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm just telling him he should be above that. I think that's below him. Maybe he doesn't, though. Does whacking your weeds mean what I think it that means? It means getting the weed whacker, starting it, and then chopping all the weeds that are around the outside and probably pruning the edges of the lawn. Yes, please show me some love with a thumbs up, Buttercup. I love it. Brian was here and he told me he didn't take it bad. I believe him. Who better behave? Brian better behave, not me. I'm always behaving. It could go either way, Picker. It could, but I know what I was talking about. I was talking about whacking the actual weeds that somebody over here likes to call grass, but it ain't grass, lady. It ain't grass, even though you're charging for grass. And I think he's sleeping in his chair because he's not replying to me. Uh, well, she's talking about weed whacking in a totally different way, but she may not be weedless. 11:11 for you. Only 8:11 here. Hugs, Gordon. I hope that you have a good night if you're leaving us. But listen, we're not here to hurt anybody's feelings or break anybody's little fragile heart. We don't want to hurt their heart. I just want to give my friends a chance to come up and talk if they wanted to. I don't think anybody's in the mood after last night. I was in the mood today, though. I wanted to talk about sometimes when you're dealing with a situation on the job and it is so ridiculous that you cannot stop laughing. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. You have to learn to tone down your expectations of others sometimes when you're trying to be empathetic. Otherwise, you come off as a narcissist. Oh, that's right. We could play a game. You guys want to play a game? I forgot something. I was going to play a game. But in order to play this game, you have to come up. So, I don't know if there's anybody who's interested in coming up to play this game that has played this game previously in another setting. but I may do it another night. You're not going, you're just spreading love. Typical man spreading his seeds of love, spreading his seeds of love, sowing his wild oats. Shit, I thought Nada had you paired up with someone in the chat, Gordon. Hang on one second. I want to check something out. Okay, let me see. Oh my god, I think there might be a problem. I think there might be a problem. Give me just a moment. Oh, speaking of which, I was going to say, if I haven't already, that I had a very serious legal issue going on in my life. And it was very, very serious and very complicated. And I was my own attorney. Um, so, yeah, I represented myself in the case and we came to an agreement that was mutually acceptable. And I would like to just tell you all that I didn't have to serve 90 days in jail for being in contempt of court or any of that kind of shiznit, but I got my way and ha ha ha, I went legal. And it didn't cost me a damn dime. I didn't even have to ask for attorney money, honey. Where are you, Nada? Oh, Nada. Is everybody tired? Or are they just laughing? So, Nada is a woman of many talents and specialties. Yes. I wasn't really I wasn't really my own attorney, but basically I know somebody who could help me write a legal document. And I thought, I'm just gonna do this. And I did it and I got it and I got my way and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm happy about it. Gordon Power says, my prayers go out to all countries and areas that are on fire and burning. Lots of fires around the world. Yeah, there was like a 7.2 magnitude earthquake in Haiti today. That was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And now they got a tropical storm coming in. So there's a lot of crud going on. I know. Isn't Nada awesome? It's so funny, too, because Nada's an interesting story because she just like appeared one day and I remembered her name from seeing her in Grey Hughes chats. And I was like, oh, I remember that Nadia chick, right? Because everybody calls her Nadia. And then I remembered what she had said that she did for a living in Grey Hughes chat. What she did for a living, she had mentioned that in Grey Hughes chat. And so I had her like pinned for some totally different type of person. But yeah, I mean, it was, she's a machine. AMD says, my fat old ass is wore out from swinging on the swing set. I would love to go swinging on a swing set. For prayers for all who need it. Everybody needs it right now, for sure. Girl, you're so full of it. The earth is pissed. It's not the earth. But yeah. I mean, if you want to believe it's the earth, I won't take that away from you. The sun will drain you. It will. But it also gives you that vitamin D, girl. You need it. It's a struggle to get this laptop to cooperate. So probably won't be able to chat anymore for now. Listen, Donna, I just want you to know that I am so proud of you continuing to upload on a regular basis. I got to be honest. I would like you to start putting some of this stuff on available for us lazy mofos to buy. So go subscribe to Donna's Crafty Creations. If you think you can make this, girl, go make it. She makes it look so easy. It might be, but I am too lazy to discover it. So if you can't type, Donna, good night. Take care, sweet dreams, and all of that good stuff for the do da da. It was fun till the damn kids came and kicked you off. Oh, yeah. I want to go. I want to go old school swinging on a swing set, where you're like having a competition to see how high you can go, and then just go flying off into whatever and see how it turns out for me now compared to when I was a little kid. I bet you it's going to be like, you know what? We could record that and it could be like our own community's episode of Jackass. The kids ran you off. It makes you laugh. Well, because she got punished. Oh, that's good though. You got good exercise, good cardio, all that stuff. You started designing your own digital papers. Thank you, my friend. Good night. Good, 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 good. Good. Good job. Donna knows what she's doing, man. I was swinging by myself and then like 20 kids showed up and I was like, can we sing? I'm like, well, damn it. I don't think you can swing. So Chronic said she's probably going to do games tomorrow night instead of paranormal. So if she does, I'll come chill over there. I'll come chill over there if she'll have me. I just feel like I want other people to come up on her panel, but I love like the banter back and forth. Who was bullied by toddlers? AMD. Oh my god. Being bullied by toddlers is like being coaxed into a fight in the drama community. It's just not possible. You need to be there to protect me, Michelle. Are you kidding? You need her to protect you from freaking toddlers? Look, I'll tell you how to protect yourself from toddlers. Don't go where the toddlers are. She does have wacky stuff happen to her for sure. You got a new mod. You haven't tried it yet. Need batteries. Are we talking, what kind of mod are we talking about? Like vaping or like Bob, the battery operated boyfriend? Hey, Melon, I didn't see you around a lot during the whole Diane scandal. What'd you think of that? I'm curious. They came where I was. They didn't go to them. I didn't go to them. You know what you do? You just kick them. You just, you find their parent and you say, listen, due to recent changes in social distancing rules, I'm going to have to ask this child to get the F out of my face. Now, I know someone might be offended by that if you have a child, but any parent will understand that once in a while, when you're 30 years old or 20 years old or whatever, you just need to have some fun without a kid in your face. You know what I mean? And if they don't understand that, they might need to check into their level of commitment to their children as parents. I'm just saying. Okay, IRS sends out nearly 5 million faulty math error notices to people who claimed stimulus check payments. Well, I had to file my 2020 tax return late because I owe the IRS money. And I always usually owe a little bit of money, but I owe a lot of money right now that I can't pay. So they're waiving some tax debt. So I was like, screw it. I'll just take the penalty and get it paid over time or whatever. But it looks like they are really trying to push this $1,200 a month. Kind of scary. $3.1 trillion. Jeez. Oh, and then the ad in the article says FEMA's hiring. Well, that sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. Vaping mob, what'd you get? And why haven't you used it? Oh, I love those. You know what I love? I love those orange slices candies. Do they still make those? Yeah, juice packs. You know what you could do? You could just chuck the juice pack super far away, like throw them, and they'll go fetch. And then you can. Well, I don't know about the baseball bat. That's not going to go well in your favor. No, I doubt it. Little kids aren't like that. They just run up to you and stare at you like, when are you moving? I'm supposed to be swinging here, not you, big person, like adult person. The whole situation just confirmed my only trust to my fur baby is Gemma. I don't know what that means. I think you mean the Diane situation. Yeah, that was hilarious. Thank God you're a Canadian. I am very grateful to be an American. I have to say, I think Canada is a beautiful country. I think they have great people. I think their history sucks. Sorry, just as much as the United States. But I think that we are very, very fortunate to have been born in what was once a first world country, and we should be grateful for that. But yeah, I'm happy for those of you that are Canadian, and for those of us that are American. It's gonna get dicey, and there's a reason why they call South Africa Little America, if you know what I'm trying to say. But in any case, enough of that drivel. What are you guys doing the rest of your weekend? You all have another day off. I have another day of long day of work tomorrow. Gonna have to get up early. Yeah, the newbies. Anybody new to the channel? Thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you have not already, and if you have, thank you. But yeah, if you're new here, then welcome to the channel. Lucky Canadians, they'll never let us immigrate now. Lady Beekeeper says, I'll take a link, Eritrea, if you like. Sure. Yeah, let me get you one. Hang on one second. Dun, 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 dun. I probably won't be here a whole lot longer, but I got about a good 30 minutes here if you want to come up and have a little talky poo. I am all about it. I'm all about it. You're going to go get some gray t-shirts and acid wash them. Why? Is that the thing again? I think we might go get ice cream tomorrow, but other than that, nothing. Oh, that's good. That's good. Wait a minute. What happened to Mellow One? Oh, you're going to have a grandbaby, huh? That's cool. That's very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, where is the... Did I put it? I put it right. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's here. Duh. Yeah, I put it there. Canada will have our federal election is next month. We will vote for a prime minister. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. Or I should say, I hear about that. Yeah, congratulations on your new grandbaby. It seems like everybody's having grandkids lately, right? You're all coming of, or not you're all, but a lot of you are coming of that age of grandparents. Come on up, Lady Beekeeper, if you want to come chat. Anybody in the chat here, if you want to come up and share an opinion about something. Just everybody keep in mind that the opinions expressed on this channel may or may not reflect my own, but I represent people's freedom to express their opinion. And the same goes for them. Little lady, my girls are done. So only listen, Michelle, you could come up and talk about those crunchy burritos. And I probably wouldn't agree with your opinion on that because I think you may have just cooked it wrong. But I'm a blamer, right? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Got a couple DMs. Yeah, people are a little bit crazy. Has anyone seen Meekster? Has anyone seen Meekster? I hear the door. I probably just spelled her name wrong when I was messaging her. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let's see who we got here. Hey, Lady Beekeeper, what's up?
Oh, how are you doing there? It's very nice to talk to you.
Oh, good to talk to you. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm really good. I'm really relaxed. It's Sunday here in Australia, so
Oh,
having a
nice.
nice, having a nice relaxing day.
Yeah.
Just getting
How
ready
are
for the
the
work week.
bees?
The bees are busy. They're just starting to build up for spring, actually. It's still winter here, but they're building up really quickly. In fact,
Uh,
I think last weekend I spent a weekend chasing swarms around. So
oh, did
people
you?
have, yeah, people have got caught out and they just call me and say, I've got a swarm in my yard, so.
Oh, nice. So do you go
Yeah.
get the swarm from them
Yeah,
or
sometimes I
for
do.
them?
Sometimes I do,
Oh,
yes. If I'm not
nice.
too busy. Did I hear you before say that somebody had gone to jail for contempt of court?
Oh, yeah. I was just making a crack at Laura because she said she did 90 days for contempt
Oh,
of court in her divorce thing, or I
oh
don't know,
God.
custody. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said you did it. I thought no, I thought that was anyway. I got
No,
confused
no,
there.
no. I was just being silly. I'm just being ridiculous because all of this stuff is really, at the end of the day, ridiculous, right?
It is rather ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't
some of it
have any
can.
bearing.
It's true, but some of it can border on to mean spirited, and I think the community's getting a little bit upset because these sort of people. I'll just put it to you in a way that Australia might put it to you, Andrea.
Okay.
You feel
I
it
appreciate that.
feels it feels to me like we all want to go out and play on the playground and play nice and everything. And a couple of people, not many, but a couple of them come out there and shit right where we want to play and then
Yeah.
say, why can't you play in our shit? I don't understand. If you don't like our shit, just play around it. you know?
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
they're contaminating our playground.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's
No, you're
probably
right.
why.
When I think about that, it's kind of deep, though,
Yeah, it
because,
is.
I mean,
You,
whose playground is it anyway, right? It's
it
kind of
is.
the playground of the majority, and the majority are shitters.
Yeah, well, I think the majority are silent. I honestly, because
Yeah.
if you want to see, if you go to some channels that are reputable, decent people, they don't attack other creators constantly. They
Yeah.
keep it they keep it real. They're the ones that are growing. They're the ones with 50,000, 100,000 subscribers because
Yeah.
the majority are following them.
That's good.
Um, what keeps people like I guess me here is the couple of people that I've met along the way that I kind of like to
Yep.
keep tabs on and following that are kind, gentle people that are just
Yeah.
they kind of keep me coming back. But I don't. I must admit, I don't watch many lives. I haven't even watched a live this weekend involving all the kerfuffle going on. I wouldn't
All
know
right,
what's happening.
listen. Am I one of the couple of people that keeps you here? I
Yes,
need to know.
Eritrea. Yes,
Ah,
people
yeah, I
like
never
Nini,
knew. Oh,
people like
Nini. Yep.
Nini,
Yep.
people like Kiki. Some
Yeah.
of the people that are really genuine, kind people that have always tried to do their best.
Yeah.
Occasionally got caught up. Occasionally been treated so terribly
Sure.
that they lashed out themselves. But when you look at it overall, are really good people, decent, caring people that want to do the right thing. Yeah, they keep me coming back.
Yeah. That's great.
Um,
I was being cheeky.
no, I don't go on panels, Eritrea, and I thought when I saw you
Oh,
on
well,
a live,
that's sweet.
or when I saw you on a live today, I just thought, oh, I've got to go. I've got to go and watch Eritrea.
Aw, that's so sweet. Look at E.
Oh,
Claire says, Lady Beekeeper, Eritrea inside chat. Hello. Well, nice to meet you, E. Claire.
hello. I think these people would be quite surprised if they had a genuine kindness to, like you can, like you said, you can provide someone with constructive feedback without attacking them.
Yeah,
Um, you can provide them with feedback without being mean and nasty and vile. And you know
yeah.
all this nonsense about real life stuff. All the people whinging about real life are the real lifers, and vice
It
versa. You
is.
know,
It
it's
is.
kind of it's kind of like what I was a police officer years ago. You know, over 20 years ago when I was in the police service. But one of the things we used to realise was that a lot of murders that occur were like 100% clear up rate for us because you had one person that was dead that was an absolute shit and grub, and
Yeah.
one person that had killed him was an absolute shit and grub, and he was in jail.
Okay,
Do
gotcha.
you know? Do you know what? That sounds terrible. Probably makes me sound pessimistic. But what I'm saying is that often the nasty people feed on each other. Um,
Yeah, for sure. I
just
mean, hopefully anyway, because I mean, you'll see things spiral out of control. When one thing happens after another and you just get a group of like the nastiness together. But some people, once they learn that it's nasty, back away.
yeah, that's what I
That's
mean.
been my experience.
They don't keep coming back. Like I don't come back anymore. I don't listen anymore. I'm not engaged anymore. I don't
Uh,
like you said. Like you said, once I realised, oh, these people are all just nasty.
did you
And
know that
anyone
Stellar changed his name to E. Claire?
did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
okay.
Stellar, welcome in. I feel like there's a
Stella's a nice guy.
celebrity in the chat.
I could just say I can't see chat guys, so unless they're putting it up on screen, I can't see it at the moment. I'm just on
Okay,
my iPad. So hi Stella, nice
okay,
to see you. I appreciate Stella. He's another person that keeps me coming back.
that's
A good
cool.
a good man with a good heart.
Yeah,
Little lady, people like little lady. Often think of
yeah,
her. I
she's
don't.
a great woman.
Yeah, she is. Don't see her that
And
often
she's a
around
friend
anymore.
to people, you
Yeah,
know? A friend, and by a friend, I mean, like, let's say she decided she don't want to talk to me anymore. She's not going to go, hey, Lady Beekeeper, let me tell you all the secrets
yeah,
about, well, I mean, good luck finding, like, anything
yeah.
horrific I did, but you know what I mean?
That's
That kind of
called
stuff.
honor. That's called honor, Eritrea. And the
Yes.
problem is, like, I think as you get older, you begin to realize that the world is full of people that are a little damaged. Well, I mean, we're all a little
Uh-huh.
damaged in some way, but some are
Yep.
more damaged than others. And they use I don't know, their damage they do stuff to try to make themselves feel good, when in actual fact, it's the worst thing they can do. But
It is.
people like me just sit back and go, those with courage, those with honour,
Yeah.
those with insight, they're rare. If you can find them, you hang on to them. Huh?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
I've been so lucky. I feel like the cream has completely risen to me. Like I've been
Yeah.
so lucky by, I feel like I have a tendency to attract a lot of psychic, what they call psychic vampires, like people that
Mm.
try to suck the life out of you, but they could
Yeah.
be just considered narcissists, right? Because
Yep. Yeah.
think about
They
it,
do.
there has to be a certain level of narcissism that makes me think if I go live, people should come listen.
No,
And
but
let's get real,
but we
right?
all have that. But we all have that, don't we? I mean, to be a healthy human being, you have to be a little bit narcissistic, and you have to be a little bit of this. It's only when it's out of balance that it becomes a problem.
Yeah, for
It's only
sure.
when there's too much of it that there becomes a problem. So in psychology, they say we all must have all of those traits to some degree.
Uh-huh.
But if you're on
Sure.
a spectrum, so I'm a little bit narcissistic. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting on your panel now thinking that people might be interested in what I've got to say.
Yeah, I
Um,
hear you.
yeah,
That
so
makes
that's
sense.
okay. That's healthy.
I
That's
think
what
it's all right. It's all right by me.
that's what keeps us engaged with other people, and that's what really I think life is all about. Connections. Well, we're
Well,
getting deep now,
yeah.
Eritrea. Getting
Well,
deep
and we've
now.
lost, look, we've lost so much of that. And like, so the whole like Diane, ladies' night,
Yeah.
whatever, all that stuff was like, I still hear people say, like, oh, I miss ladies' night because you knew on Friday night everybody was going to
Mm.
be at da da da. I got news for you. Everybody was not at da da da. Like, a
No,
lot of
no,
people
no,
were burnt out on it and
no.
sick of
Yeah.
it and whatever.
No, that'd become
But
a toxic place as well. And the
yeah,
problem is, it's like it's and a lot problem is that it's like the car crash issue. You know, you drive past a car crash and you know you shouldn't look. You know it's not
yeah,
going to be health. You know it's not going to be healthy for you to look if you see something, but you just can't help yourself. And
yeah.
you know that's what happens a lot on here with some of those. And those creators that want to make money on here know that, and they
Yeah.
play into it. They play into it big time, and so they do get a following, but it's not a huge following when you think about it. I mean, Diane's channel had what, 7,000 viewers? Look at some of the channels that have started.
Yeah.
Look at some of the
It,
channels that started 12 months ago that now have 150,000 viewers and see what they're doing that's different.
yeah. Oh,
You know what I mean?
completely different. Completely
And
different.
and can I say that the reason that people are drawn to you, Arab Career, like I'm drawn to you, is because you're a positive person. And you can
I
say what
can't
you
believe
mean.
you're saying that. But
I don't
thank
know.
you. That's
I
sweet of you.
I truly believe that you say what you mean and you mean what you say, but you're not mean about it. You like you had an issue
Oh,
today with
thank
Brian.
goodness.
You had an issue today with Brian, and you told Brian, and Brian will take that well. I've got a lot
Yeah.
of I've got a lot of time for Brian simply because Brian will take feedback. There are
Yeah.
set, there are some people on here. If you make one comment that indicates you don't agree with what they
Uh-huh.
say, they will attack you. They will
Say it,
then get
girl.
they will get groups of people to track you down into every chat you're in, like I've had done to me, and
Say it,
attack
girl.
you. You know, just
Yep.
one comment. I mean, how fragile are their egos?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so to me, when I look at someone like Brian, I think, well, at least he will accept feedback. And sure, he has
Yeah.
attacked, but man, the stuff that's been done to Brian on here is probably the worst that I've seen. I've
Yeah. It's
not
pretty
seen
bad.
anyone else. I've not seen anyone else have to leave their job, move their home, fear for their lives of their children. I haven't seen anyone
Yeah.
attack to that degree. And we turn around, because he's a guy, we turn around and go, well, he should just cop it sweet. No. Sometimes when you attack someone like Brian, he's going to go back.
Yeah.
So, but if you are a decent person to him and provide him with the same respect that, you know, he does provide you if you do, then you're not going to have a problem with him. Whereas others, geez, you can't say a word without them thinking that you're personally attacking them, and then before you know it, they're screaming at you. I mean,
I'll have a
literally.
whole live stream about you
I
and
know.
you'll be
Fragile
live
egos.
and people will come in your chat and be like, "Hey, did you know so and so's like dragging the enamel off your
Uh,
teeth?" And you're like
I know.
sitting there wondering, "What could I have possibly said that was so bad?" And that's where I always have to give Laura credit because I can comment about Laura. Eventually she'll
Yeah.
get irritated with me, but I can make comments and she doesn't give a she's not going to respond. And
No. It.
I'm below her, right, in her frame of reference. So why aren't
It's
these other people below others that are like, why do you have to always have that clap back?
It is strange to me because I think Laura's like what I call low hanging fruit. They know that Laura's good for to turn her on, get her going, get her some likes and content going for themselves and money.
Yeah,
So they do that too, but they pack attack her. And what happens in Laura's mind is, I'm under attack here. I'm trying to make money for my kids and me. I'm trying to live through this, and eventually she just lets loose with some of the disgusting foul stuff she lets loose with.
do you think that whole like, well, hey, if you let this person, who by the way is a real lifer person and
Mm,
should not be in people's chats. I'm sorry, that's gross. But if you allow this person in your chat, I'm going to go real life on everybody in your chat, your channel, your son's. I mean, is that, I don't think that's even close.
that's
I thought it was
disgusting.
intense.
That is
So,
intense. But
yeah,
having said that, I still think that's all fluff and bullshit.
it is all bullshit
And
completely.
and oh, they talk about fake outrage. One of the biggest things about fake outrage here is real life. You know, they accused me at some point through the Diane saga because I happened to speak out and say it was bullshit what she did. They
Hmm.
accused me. They accused me of telling them in chats that I was going to go real life on all their mods. Well, Eritrea, I'm in Australia. I'm a beekeeper. I work around about
Yeah,
60 hours. I work around about 60 hours a week. I fall into bed at night sometimes totally exhausted. Do you really think I spend that much time and energy looking at individuals in this place? I mean,
yeah,
one of the reasons I'm here is I do use it just to fill in my, because I work alone. I'm a lone
yeah,
beekeeper. So I'm on my own all the time with the bees, unless I've got groups of people and I do training and stuff like that. And I do have lots of customers, but
that's awesome.
there's a lot of times that I'm on my own. And if I'm on my own, I just turn on YouTube and I'll listen to something more so true crime. But I did at
Yeah,
some stage, I did at some stage get engaged with this community and got sucked in.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm no longer sucked in. I mean that I lost that like a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago now. So more or less, I don't listen too much. But if I see a live pop up like yours, or that I'm interested to hear what you've got to
I
say.
appreciate it. I
And
just don't understand. Like, don't
I
they
have a,
want to draw people to them rather than repel people away?
you think so, but they get involved in these cat and mouse games between each other, and it's almost like the audience is not really relevant unless they can
Yeah,
ramp them up as much as possible. And see, because Laura's so much better at it than some of them, I think
yeah,
they get jealous. I think they get jealous of that because she uses the most horrible tactics to do it, of course. But it's
yeah,
just all a big game. I just see them as they're really insignificant people in the way they behave. Like, but what are they
yeah.
doing? I sort of measure my own worth by what am I doing for my community, and
Hmm.
that's why I do a lot of volunteer work when I'm not in the winter time when I have 3 or 4 months downtime with the bees and I'm not working as much. I volunteer a lot. I provide bees to like schools and things like that.
That's
So
cool.
that, yeah, and I do a lot of education with kids and stuff. So I'm always thinking, what am I giving back to my community? Um, I might,
Yes.
I might be a bit of an introvert by nature, but as you know, an introvert's not a. That doesn't mean that we're.
Yeah, that you're isolated from
It
everybody.
just
You don't want to help.
no, an introvert. People misunderstand introverts. Introverts are just people that think inside their heads a lot. They can be in
Hmm.
groups of people. I'm not. I'm not. I enjoy people. I enjoy company. But um, this just happens to be the job that I chose to end my career with. I spent decades working with, in law enforcement type work, and it's been pretty heavy
Oh,
going.
did you?
Yeah, yeah. So I've met every walk of life there is. I've got quite a bit of experience about people, and just
Yeah,
when I found this place, I thought it was kind of unique, and it kind of like a
yeah,
social. It was kind of like a social experiment for me at some point. I thought, is this how people behave when they have no social graces? Like it's almost like they feel because they're anonymous and they're online, they don't have to
yeah.
have the usual tactfulness or caring. Like if I said something to you that upset you, it would concern me. So I'd want to speak to you and work it out. These people don't do that. But for some reason, they lose all their social graces. They don't care who they hurt or how they hurt them. And and sometimes it's about money, and sometimes it's not. And it's just so interesting to watch some of these people and the awful behaviour that they that they think's okay.
What blows my mind about it, I think, to this day, and I'm so far removed from any of it, but it
Mm.
just blows my mind is how do people continue to support it and
Yeah.
like cheer it on? Like some of these people are not new. They didn't just get sucked in. They still
No, I
have
know.
their original names. Like how do they
I think
continue to deal with it? I don't
I think
get it.
I kind of think there's two things that drive that when I think about it. One is really like that cult sort of mentality. And while they're still having regular contact with the person they're supporting, they do literally believe that that person's being attacked. And I think the other thing is we live in a community where unfortunately, we're becoming more and more desperate for connection. As much as
Yeah,
we've got, as much as we've got the internet and all those sorts of things, it seems
that's very
we
insightful. Yeah,
communities aren't connected the way they were in the 50s and the 60s, and
right.
neighbours don't know each other, and neighbours don't care for each other, and we don't look after our elderly the same way, and we don't have the same nuclear families that we used
You're
to have.
right. Yeah.
And sometimes people are so desperate for connection, even bad connection's better than no connection, which is why people say they miss ladies' night. They don't. They just miss
Ah,
connect. They just miss connection. They miss connection of somebody having a chat on a regular basis where they could go
that's true.
and in that chat talk to the people that they cared about or like to see every Friday night. It wasn't so much the topic. It wasn't so much even the presenters in the end. It was just the desperation to remain connected.
I
That's why
agree,
this.
and I think that's why Laura does so well because she
I
has
too.
created that sort
Yes.
of community.
Yeah, because she's online every day. People know. Well, at least Laura's going to be live today. I can go
Yeah.
there and chat to so and so. They'll be in the live
Yep.
or in the chat. So I think that's more or less what it is. But
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I've deployed people like Stella, who is sitting there in the face of all this aggressive attacks on him for no reason whatsoever,
So
and
are they
still,
still going at him? Because I
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
I
no,
heard that he
no
got
evidence.
invited. I heard he
Sorry.
got invited to go up on a panel and that apparently he did, but I don't listen to those guys. I have a really look, I have very limited time when
Yeah,
it
me too.
comes to
Well, the
like
thing is, I'm
yeah.
still online a fair bit, but I'm now listening to a lot of the true crime channels that are really. I love Chris McDonough and places like that. So I'm going into chats where there's actually something being given back to the community. I'm not dealing with these morons anymore, to be honest with you, because all they do is rot your brain. Really, it is garbage in, garbage out. You start to think more negatively about people. You
Are
forget,
is he in
you know.
hiding or anything? Like, are we not supposed to know? Because I mean, I recognize the photograph.
No, no.
Is it's
I'm
not that bad,
Stella's
right?
Stella's hang no Stella's hanging in there. I think just a good guy, and I just applaud people
Yeah,
like him who really are trying to work to make this community a little bit better for people to come into chats like this where it's safe. Like I don't go on to panels because you don't know well who's going to come up and attack
yeah,
you for no
yeah.
reason whatsoever. It's really
Hey,
bizarre. It's almost
I don't get how people get porned. It is so easy not to get porn. It's so
I
easy.
I just think that people become very complacent
Yeah,
and they don't care, Eritrea. And honestly,
yeah.
controversy means dollars.
It
And
does.
so,
It does.
yeah,
And the fighting.
yeah, and they'll go on. And Eritrea, like, mark my words, the sorts of people who I think enjoy it, they actually do enjoy the bullying. Um, they
Yeah,
love, I mean, I've heard Wendy say one of the things that she loves is to trigger people. Like, what the heck?
yeah,
What is going on in your mind? How unwell are you? How unhealthy is your psyche that the thing that gets you off or makes you feel good is triggering other people? Like you've got to
well,
really think about it in those really basic terms.
yeah.
Oh, it's Sunday here. I'm surrounded by my fur babies. I'm cooking something.
Oh,
I've
it's
got
all
nieces
good.
and
We love
nephews coming
animals.
over. I've got nieces and nephews coming over. I've got my bees.
Okay.
The last thing I want to do is come on a live right now, talk to Eritrea and make you angry or upset
No.
or get you wild, so wild that you're screaming at me.
Oh,
What
you
what kind of
couldn't.
but let's put what kind of person would I be if I were like that? And yet Wendy says this to everyone and thinks that's okay, that's great, people love that. She does not get, she has no insight into how unwell or how healthy she is
Yeah.
in the way she connects to other human beings. And then she sidles up with people that do the most terrible things to others and says, I've got the best people. Our side's the best side. And then she wonders why people, um, then she'll come on and say, why don't people like me? I don't get it. I tried to do the best. And she
Yeah.
just, that's what I'm saying. That these are sorts of behaviors and attitudes that are persistent in her personality. And in 10 years' time, Wendy will be on YouTube in a place like this fighting and argue with either Laura or another Laura. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just like 5 years
Yeah.
ago, just like 5 years ago, she was on YouTube having a crack at Trisha without, we didn't know all that background. But that was
Yeah.
five years later. What's changed
Well,
in
if you
10
think
years?
about it, though, it's interesting because Diane entered the community as a troll, right?
Yeah,
Black
yeah, she
Pepper,
did.
she entered as a
Yeah,
troll. And
I
then
think she.
Wendy comes into the community. She's only here a couple months. And they're
Yeah,
like, oh, well, she's close to Dr. Phil. Let's send her,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
She's
yeah,
a
yeah,
smart, she is smart. She's a
yeah.
smart lady.
And she's
Um,
working the crowd, and she's working, and she is actually. I didn't realize just how money driven she is. I'm struggling to work out if she's driven by money or if she allows her super chats to make her feel good. Do
yeah,
you know what? Like if you're getting donations from someone, it makes you feel good. And I can't work it out just
heck
yet, but
yeah.
I'm leaning more towards now that she is a little bit more money hungry. It's a bit of
Hmm.
both, and that is what drives her. That
It is a
and
bit of both. I would imagine if I were raising money for charity, let's say, I'm not.
hmm,
Any of the money that comes to my channel through my YouTube channel, it goes to me. But
yeah, yeah,
if I was raising money for charity,
mm.
and I can see how the Diane thing may have happened. Like it
Oh
may have
yeah.
started for the right reasons and
I thought it
shifted
was a
and all that.
wonderful thing. I genuinely thought that was a
Yeah,
wonderful
I
thing. I
know. Me
donated.
too. Like an
I
idiot.
I donated regularly. I was a moron. I thought, my God, what a wonderful thing to do.
I know.
I can, and that was the only thing really that kept me in that channel for that long. Is that at
Yeah.
least I didn't agree with everything they were doing, but I thought at least they're doing something good for the community. At
Did
least
you go
something good.
back and add up your super chats?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
add them
you
all
got
up
a
in the end.
refund, right? Or
I got
no?
I got I got a refund, but I sent it back on to St. Jude's with a couple of hundred extra because I felt so damn guilty
Yeah.
for having
Yeah.
taken part in such without opening my eyes and
That's
realizing. I mean,
right. You
I'm
did.
not I'm not a silly woman, and I got done good, and
Yeah.
I got really upset that I thought for so long at least they're doing something good for the community, at least their heart's in the right place, but at the end it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was all smoke and mirrors. It was just horrible,
Well,
horrible.
again, like the truth said, anybody here with a monetized channel has a hustle. It is true.
Well,
But I mean, it
and
just
it's kind of
depends on what that hustle is. And Stellar said the key word, the
what's that?
donations were incentivized. It was
They
just
were, they were. I
incentivized.
know, I know. My heart was in the right place when I was doing it, and I was
Yeah, it
actually,
was.
I don't have a lot of extra dollars to give, so I was actually being really generous too. But
Yeah.
um,
I know,
when
me too.
I know when you run your own business,
Oh
and
my
sometimes
God.
sometimes
You
you
never
might
know.
you're struggling to make ends meet yourself some months, and
Yeah.
I always manage to find something because I thought at least I'm giving a little bit there as well, and then I'm doing my community service and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. You feel that you have to do it to be a good citizen, but all of that
Yeah.
aside, I mean, when we look at her channel now, she brings her son on, who's gone to Norway, which is the second richest country in the world with a population of 5 million, to preach the Lord to them. I don't think that's a good charity. I don't understand. I don't understand
Well,
her. I
I
don't
could
understand her.
have I could have a very intelligent and articulate guest up here probably explain and probably change anybody's mind who thinks that that is a waste of money or time or resources, but she's not
I don't.
available.
I don't
um
mind what I don't mind what
yeah,
he does. I'm just saying,
yeah,
fancy bringing that onto this community to sell it as a wonderful thing to do
yeah,
when he's in the second most wealthiest country in the world with a population of only 5 million. So per capita, they're more wealthier
yeah,
than even Australia, and we're a pretty decent, good up there country. But
yeah,
that's the sort of stuff she's doing in order to sway people. Give to me, and I'll do this. And why? Just leave money out of it. Just come on here and do you know. Come on here and
yeah.
do what you say you're here to do, and that is to enjoy yourself.
Hey, my
Um,
peanut, welcome.
just
Yeah, come. But I mean, here's the other thing. It's like, I think if you want to raise money for something like that or whatever, that's totally like whatever. You can do
That's
whatever you
cool.
want, but guess what? Everybody gets to judge it.
Yeah, that's cool. And but if you do it and you're genuine about it, and there are people that do it on different channels and not within this community, they do it quite well and
Yeah.
successfully and don't have the problems we have. The reason we have the problem we have is that every single thing turns out to
Yeah.
be some sort of scam. Um, the place is full of scammers.
Yeah, it is. And the
It's not the other way around.
the community's absolutely been conditioned to throw money at every single situation, like, oh,
I know, it's
somebody's
crazy.
heartbroken, or
Yeah.
they had a
Oh,
bad day. Like, I come on here and I'm like, dude, and I could do it tonight. Today sucks so
mm,
bad at work. Guess what?
yeah.
I have a job, you know?
Mm,
Uh, a lot of people don't. I have a roof over my head. Like, everything's cool. Does everybody like money? Yeah. But like,
yeah.
if it's your main driver, you should be producing something that adds value to other people's life, not just
I agree.
arguing. It's
Real
ridiculous. Oh,
content. Yeah. Not just
but
letting
that's
people
me.
let people, not just letting people listen in on a private conversation, which is essentially what a live is,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, that's all they're doing. Is that, like, I'm going to ring up so and so. I'm
Well,
going to
that's what
talk to
I'm
you.
doing.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's what we're doing right now. And yet,
Yeah.
I'd be more inclined to give you a little donation for actually being good, coming on and making this live and allowing me the opportunity to come up. Because I've had a connection with someone today, and it's a good thing
Well,
to encourage
I was
more of
surprised
that.
to
But
see you here, by the way. But
yeah,
I was happy to see you here. Yeah, because I know. Look, I know you went through it.
oh
And
no,
I was super happy, like, when I heard that Diane was going to give refunds. I heard there were a
yeah,
couple
yeah,
people. I think it was Molly Golightly and you
and
were going to
me,
get a
yeah.
refund. But I thought to myself, I was like, is she for real?
She's
And
only
I was
refunded.
like,
She only
well,
refunded about half of it. But having said that, at least I got
yeah,
something back. But it was to me that showed just consciousness of guilt. That's
right?
just and that was
Almost
just,
more to
yeah.
prove a point.
And worse still, she gave me a refund without me proving to her every dollar,
Oh,
because I said to her in the emails, and they're publicised ages ago, but anyway, in the emails I said to her, she said, I know every dollar that was donated to me from everyone. I said, well, that's good. I don't need to go through the last 2 years of my
yeah,
accounts then.
right?
And then she was back like, no, I want to see proof. And I said, well, I'm working today, so I'll tell you what I can come up with in the last 6 months. But if I've got to go back through
Yeah,
my bank statements, then that's going to take me ages. So she said, well, I'll just give you what you've come up with. And I'm like, but I've only done the last 12 months. I haven't done the two
yeah,
years. Anyway, she gave me that day plus the 80%. She claimed she gave me the full amount without taking out the bit that. And I just went, oh, you're guilty as sin. Nobody does
hmm,
that. So what she was saying was, I've donated all your money to St. Jude's and I'm also giving it back to you. She
yeah,
hadn't done that. She hadn't
no.
done that. So I immediately gave it to St. Jude's, which is where it should have gone. Mm.
And
Um,
that call was wild too. That whole, like, oh, well, yeah, like, oh, well, a lot of the money went there and plus more. And you're just like,
yeah.
what?
Oh,
No, no, no.
I know. That was just crazy. And, when people ask, so when you see Wendy coming on, and she was always the ladies' night sharp as a tack. She's the one that's on the ball. She's the one that gets the evidence. She's the one
Yeah,
that does the drilling. She knows who's doing what. And all of a sudden, she's like, I don't know what was going on. I didn't ask. I had no clue for
yeah,
the last 2 years. Well, the only reason I really had confidence in that channel was because I assumed, when I shouldn't have, that Wendy was in the know. Do you know
hmm,
what I mean? And here she is, a teacher, and she's all this sort of stuff. And she had me hook, line, and sinker. If it weren't for Wendy, I wouldn't have donated what I donated, which is why I
yeah,
got shit to her. And then her to turn around and go, I don't know, I haven't got a clue. But if you look, Eritrea, back at the lives that happened 2 months before it all came out that Diane was ripping everyone off, Wendy's on live saying she doesn't have to show receipts. I've seen it. I know she's doing what she should be doing. I know she's. So she was fighting for her right up to the end. And I'm like, what?
mm.
And meanwhile,
Well,
trying to suck people into to donate more money. And donations were coming in thick and fast in that last couple of months.
mm.
Massively.
Michelle says Wendy didn't know. I think that there's a tear. Like I think some people believe that she did, some people believe that she didn't.
You know
I
what?
don't. I don't have a clue.
There is no evidence that Wendy knew. I think
Yeah.
what I believe is that Wendy chose not to know. Wendy really loved that channel. She misses that channel now, still even now. I believe she, in her own mind, whether consciously or unconsciously, we'll go with psychology. I
Yeah.
believe she chose not to know. She knew there was something really seriously wrong with Diane 12 months before all come out. At least she must have had something in her mind leading up to that period, which made it all come out, for her 12 months before. So there was a lead up period at
Uh,
least. So
no
she,
comment. I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not going to
No, no,
comment on that. Yeah.
no, I
You
don't expect
can.
you. I don't expect you
I.
to comment. But for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
the way I look at it now and listening to her live now in this last 6 months or whatever, and going, and
Yeah.
I don't listen to her anymore. But some of the bullshit that I hear come out of her mouth, I just go, oh my god, she thinks we're idiots. She does
Yeah.
think we're fucking morons. But I kind of think some of it's unconscious with Wendy, in that she
Yeah.
really, um, I don't know that she had the consciousness of guilt that Diane had. I don't think of that way, but I do believe that she chose at some point not to know, and then to
Oh, I
fight.
see. Kind of like turned a blind eye when things weren't going
Yeah,
so well. Yeah.
because the channel to her was important. She really wanted the channel. She wanted
Yeah,
to
it
keep it
was.
going, and
And I
and
think
and
she did like the mods and a lot of the chatters. She really
yeah,
did. Yeah.
yeah. I think she did. I think she herself got a lot from it, from just
Sure.
socially, and she
Yeah.
herself felt good about the channel for whatever reason. Wasn't always, I didn't always agree with it, but and
Yeah.
so I can understand she was highly motivated to manage or maintain that channel, and I think that's what led her to believe or to look the other way, and that's what upset so much of the community, because here she was dragging Laura for a $50 fraud,
Yeah.
and under her nose you've got thousands and thousands of dollars being leaked, you know, and she's saying she knew nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we could go back over that, but it's the
Yeah,
first time.
no, I mean, I think, look, there's people in here that love Wendy.
Yeah,
Definitely there are people in here that don't, and everybody's entitled their opinion. And that's the whole point I'm
yeah.
trying to make with our little community is we can agree to disagree on stuff. And if
I
people
don't.
get butt hurt, they
Yeah,
can beat it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
I don't dislike
no
Wendy.
disrespect. Yeah.
I don't dislike her. I just think she's an unhealthy person,
Yeah.
emotionally, and I think she struggles herself. And I think a lot of what she did was not nasty. Like Diane was she was a good fraudster. She did it well.
Oh, hell yeah.
And she's your typical, badass. Whereas with
She was
Wendy,
the
there's
one I liked.
yeah,
Diane
which
was my
oh
favorite.
well, there you go. I didn't like her. I never liked her. Um, we often clash behind the scenes in
Y-
Discord. I think she told me to get fucked on my birthday once, and like, oh my god, Diane, it's my birthday today. Can you at least leave
Well,
that till tomorrow? Yeah,
yeah, right.
her and I never got along. And it was Wendy I liked. I really liked Wendy,
Yeah,
but
most people really, really cared for
yeah,
Wendy. Yep.
and I don't dislike her now. I just see it through differently now. I just see through it now. I just see the
Yeah.
unhappiness, and I just, part of me feels sorry for her. Part of me just thinks, Jesus, woman. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't hold grudges. I just can't.
I don't
That's
hold any grudges either. Here's the thing, I always forgive, but I never forget. And I'm telling you, if I take a shot once and I don't miss, I don't go back for seconds. Like I just when
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
done, man.
Me too. I just move on. But I think with the
Yeah.
holding grudge, see what happens if forgetting about the other person, how you manage your own conflict in your own life. If you just let it
Yeah.
go, that's to
Yeah.
me. That's not holding a grudge. I just let it go. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't feel bad about anyone long term.
Like
And
who gives a shit? Yeah.
yeah, it's
It's
just not worth it. I either make a
yeah.
choice: is that person worthy to be in my life? Yes or no. If they
Yeah.
are, I'll try. If they are, I'll try to work through the conflict. If they're not, I'll just like, yeah, whatever. No biggie. You know what I mean?
And you don't even miss them. Like Here's the
No.
thing, like, if you don't even miss them, it's like, "Oh, I totally made the right decision." Now, if you
Yeah.
start missing them and all that
Yeah.
kind of thing, you might have made a mistake, but yeah.
But
I'm always happy for happy accidents.
you can always correct mistakes too. I've done that, and I've missed someone, and
Yeah,
I've gone back. I've gone back to them and said, "Look, I'm sorry. I really
yeah.
miss you. Can we try to work it out?" But like that's just. I'm just saying, holding grudges really is becoming angry and holding grudges. Like I see between Laura and Wendy, they really hate each other's guts.
I have kind
And
of a controversial question for you.
okay, I'll try to
So,
answer it.
and you don't have to. If
I'll try
look,
to.
if you don't answer it, I won't be offended, and please don't be offended that I'm asking it. But if you had it to do over again, do you think you would have gotten as invested in this community as you did?
No, no, I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have fallen into the same emotional traps. Do you know
Okay.
what I mean? Because
Yeah.
because my problem is that I have the same problem everyone else does. I see the world through my own eyes. So
Right.
I think other people are like me. Essentially, even despite my history in law enforcement, they're unusual people. People you deal with in law
Mhm.
enforcement oftentimes. The general community rarely have anything to do with law enforcement. 80% of them.
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with the general community, most people want to be good. Most people
Yeah.
want to be kind. Most
Right.
people don't want to. That's how I see other people anyway. But this community has made me feel like I'm back in law enforcement again, and
Uh,
I'm dealing with selfish, greedy,
yeah. Like in
uncaring
the
people.
jailhouse.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
but I didn't see that initially. What I saw initially was a bunch of people trying to socialize, and when you have conflict between two people and you involve a third person, it becomes complicated. You don't involve 10 people, it becomes a mess. So I'm just
You
thinking,
gave them the benefit of the doubt.
yeah, so I'm just thinking these guys are not managing their conflict well because so many people are getting involved that they
Mhm.
can't, they're all getting upset and worked up. And yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I always give them the
and
benefit.
I did too. And there was all this like, well, so and so co-signs for so and so, so they're cool. Well, so and so must be cool because they hang out with so and all of
Yeah,
these people kind of fell under a Diane umbrella.
yeah,
And
yeah.
more, it's like people are starting to realize like Diane's
I
not powerful. She doesn't have a
no,
superpower other than she is a master manipulator. And we have
I
two
didn't.
of those in the community.
I didn't like Diane, but I didn't know why I didn't like her. So I tried
Yeah.
to give her the. You know how you have a personality conflict with people sometimes, and you think, well,
Yes.
you're just being a bitch, Joe, because for some reason
Yes.
you. So I used to give her the benefit of the doubt a lot, and we didn't clash as often as you might think.
Yeah.
Maybe half a dozen times, big clashes. But I still thought the overriding thought was, here she is out in the community looking after people. She's gathering this money. She's giving it to this charity. I mean, how can you be hard on this woman, Joe? That's the sort of stuff,
Yeah.
you look past. Someone like Laura, you don't give much time to because you just know. Laura's at least Laura wears it on her sleeve. She'll tell you, I'm hustling.
I gotta say, Laura had someone up on her panel. I want to say it was Monkey Mar. And I think they're arguing now, but they weren't at the time. And the person came up there and she goes, it's really hard for us when you change. Like I think it was after the makeup mobster breakup or something. And she's like, it's
Yeah,
really hard for you to change because you accept this person back and you kind of get us to like them. And so you're
yeah.
their friend and we're your friend. And Laura goes, hold on. I'm not your friend. You're a subscriber. You're a Patreon. You're a member. Like she's basically saying
Yeah,
there's a hierarchy and we are not friends. I'm a content creator. And
yeah.
that's what she calls herself. She
Yeah,
says,
she's
I'm a
honest.
content creator and
She's
you
honest. You can,
are you're a customer, basically, is what she's saying.
I've
And
not been a fan of hers ever, Eritrea,
yeah,
because she is the way she is. Because I don't like people like that. I don't like
yeah,
selfish people.
yeah,
But at least she's honest with her. You know what you're getting. With some of these here,
yeah,
you just never know. One minute For they'll have you trailing along for months thinking they're one thing, the next thing you find out
Yeah.
they're another. That's what's upsetting when you deceive so much. And people, maybe don't realize. Wendy was like, "Why are you people all upset? How did we ever hurt you?" People don't like being deceived. People don't like being
Hmm.
treated like idiots.
Yeah.
People don't like being hurt, and then people don't like having their feelings trashed. Like, you've got no
Well,
right to be hurt, or
there are there's quite a few people with issues in this community. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Okay. I'm working on it, but I have my own issues. Just I'm sorry, like everybody else probably developed in the last couple of years. But in any case, there's a lot of people with issues in the community. Then and there's levels of severity of those issues and seriousness. And are they doing something to get better? Or can they even do anything to get better? And it's like you just kind of have to find your level of crazy and when that vibes with you, those are your people, your vibe, attract your tribe type of thing, like the
I couldn't agree
conversations we
more.
have in Discord are nothing like conversations I ever had in any other Discord. Yeah, we talk about YouTube stuff sometimes, but most of us don't know what in the hell is going on anymore.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, me
other
neither.
than other than what goes around in here, or if there's like a big screaming match like there was yesterday over on the truce, then yeah, everybody's gonna turn into the shit show. It's pretty epic, but
Oh, okay, I
other
missed that
than
one.
that, yeah,
But I missed that one. But you're right. And I think that's what we as humans, this is part of the reason that keeps us coming back together as well. We all know we're flawed. We all know we're
yeah,
not perfect. We all hope that we'll be accepted by others. Let's
yeah,
face it, to some degree, we all are feeling a little bit like that, although some less than others. I mean, as we get older, it's like whatever. But
yeah,
um,
kinda, yeah,
but a tree, we as human beings, we're driven to connect to each other, and
yeah,
in some cases here on this place, you've got people that are unwell at home. We've heard of disabled, for whatever reason, can't connect to the rest of the community because of mental health issues or whatever.
yeah,
Um, so they really need this place. It's become
they do,
it becomes a need for them, whereas it's not a need for maybe you and I. Um, so they're more driven to keep it together, even if it's unhealthy. I mean, how many
yeah,
it's kind of like an unhealthy marriage. Hey, how many unhealthy marriages stick together because the two people in it go, well,
yeah,
I probably can't do any better. This is the best I can do, or
yeah, you're right,
it's there's a lot of all that stuff going on, and there's so much of it that it's a really big complex quagmire. I mean, I don't know
it
if I'm right about
is,
all of this. All I know is that when I've looked at it and tried to work it all out and understand why I'd even engage in some of this stuff to begin with, I looked at all that sort of stuff and thought it's just human. It's just humans being humans.
yeah,
And um, like you said, I gauge people on their heart and their kindness to others. And if they
yeah,
have that, if they have that, they can have other flaws. I'll accept them anyway.
yeah,
because
yeah.
because genuinely they want to be kind to others. Genuinely they care about others. Genuinely they're good people. Um, but they're just flawed. I'm
Well,
not
at a
perfect.
minimum, we want to kind of, at a minimum, we want to do no harm, right?
Mm,
Um, like
that's
perhaps we
yeah.
can't necessarily enrich their lives, but we can at least not make them worse.
I know. But see, some people do hurt others without realizing it, and
Yeah, I
sometimes
do. I do that. I do that.
yeah, and some people do hurt others without. Well, I guess sometimes you can't get around hurting another person or disappointing them sometimes. But when you set out to do it, when you
Yeah,
actually say, when you say and brag that you set out to do it, and you can, and that's the best thing in the world is to make someone else upset. I just think you're shit. I'm
yeah,
sorry, but that's. I just think, oh my god, the bottom of your psyche, your core is fucked.
yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't say it that
It's
way.
time to
Whereas,
do some self work.
well, it's just
It's time to do some self examination and healing on that. Good night. Good
nobody.
night, Peanut.
Sorry, I'll go shortly, but nobody needs to
Oh, you're
agree with
good.
my philosophy. But my philosophy in life is what is the core of the human being in front of me? Are they a good person and decent person?
Yeah.
But they're an alcoholic. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna love the Eritrea.
Yeah. You're going to
Are
love the
they,
human. You're not going to love the
yeah,
alcohol. You're going to love the human.
yeah. I'm gonna try to help them. And, are
Yeah.
they a good person? Are they a good person at their core? But they don't see that some of the comments they make to people hurt them. Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to try to help. I'm going to try to help them see that, but I'm still going to love them because I know at their core they're a good person. But if they're telling me shit, if they're saying it to me that at their core they're not a good person, I don't want to do
Yeah.
that. They're not my kind of people.
They're
Okay.
definitely not my kind of people either. Now, I do like some off-color humor.
Yeah.
I don't mind a good joke that is not politically correct in private, but I don't like when people think it's cool to come out and make other people feel like they're less than because of
Yeah.
some sort of difference they have in either. I mean, anything from skin color to socioeconomic, or whatever sexual preference. I could give a F less about
Yeah.
any of that crap, right? It's
Me
about the,
too.
the quality of the person because people can change all kinds of things about themselves. You don't know, you might be talking to somebody right now who's super broke and 2 years is a billionaire. You never
Yeah.
know. But also a lot of people here are very broken, including me,
Yeah.
but we gotta
Yeah.
fix
We are.
ourselves. We can't hold other people accountable to make us feel better.
That's true too. That's true too. And I think that none of us will ever um, engage with anyone on a social level without making some mistakes.
Yeah,
Even
that's
even
true.
when you even when your heart's in the right place, you might say something stupid and think later on, "Oh my
Yeah,
God, I didn't realize I just said." But as long as you're willing to correct that, people forgive.
yeah, for
Good
sure.
people. If you find your right tribe, you won't have any of those problems. Conflict won't really be conflict because you will work it out and you'll work it out in a
Yeah,
caring way.
yeah.
But
We
it's
have
those people.
that. I'm lucky. I'm really
Yeah,
lucky for that. Yeah.
the one what we've seen here are those people that are seem to have lack skills or insight into how to do that. And so that's where we have the fights. Because I do genuinely believe that Laura gets upset in her heart. I do genuinely believe that Wendy gets upset. And others that I see that are fighting and screaming at each other. And I just look at them and go, God, you're broken and you don't even see how you're broken.
Yeah.
Because if they weren't Eritrea, they would be talking like you and I are right now. And if you and I had a disagreement, whether we did it publicly or privately, and I don't think that's a problem. I think one of the problems here for the community is when you have this big public falling out, and then all of a sudden deal with it in private and tell the public, well, we've dealt with that. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, we're all sitting here going, well, what shady shit just went on? Because
Exactly.
everything here we see is in shade. So what's going on? Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you just deal with it publicly? But
That's why this
you
whole
know,
going live about Discord is a bunch of BS.
I agree. I
Stop
totally
going
agree with
live about Discord, dipshits.
I know it's just all
Not everybody's
nonsense.
in there.
And in all honesty, if you and I had a falling out, and we did it on a live, and we actually resolved our conflict on a live.
Yeah.
If we did it well enough, others would look at that and go, "Wow, that would be a model to follow." Not these guys. These guys
Yeah.
can't deal with conflict at all. They
Yeah.
and I think it comes down to them just being genuinely insecure.
Mm. Well, I also think it has to do with the mentality level that you're dealing with. Like, in a
Yeah,
lot of instances, these people
well, that's
are
true too.
my brother was a prison guard for years and years, and
Yeah,
people revert back to that sort of mentality. It's like survival of the fittest. Everybody's clawing. Look, they
yeah,
think the money pie is only so big, so they're all vying for a piece of the pie, whatever the money is, and that
that's
sort of
true.
shit. But at the
There's
end
so
of the
much, isn't there?
day, yeah, there is, but
There's
at the end
so
of the day,
many.
it's still very much like, sorry, you can't sit at the cool kids table because you're this, or you have the
Yeah,
token person that they'll like shuttle along as long as they'll back up like their BS streams or whatever. And it's just like, get out of here. Everybody knows. I'm sorry. There anybody who's not brand new, and by brand new, I don't mean you just change your screen name because you
mm,
don't want to be known by your old one.
Yeah.
unless you are brand new, you know this is all fake ass crap. All of it. They
I
don't give
think
a shit.
I think when I think about what you've just shared with me, and what I'm thinking is that it's really quite a complex situation because there's so many motivations playing into why these people behave the
Yeah.
way they do
Some of
that
it's
you
just
can't.
attention.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
They love the sound of their own voice. I mean,
Adoration.
I couldn't do a live with just my own voice. I couldn't. I thought about it, but I thought, no, I
It's
couldn't do
not
that.
that easy.
No, it's not. I'm sure
You
it's
get
not.
bored of yourself real quick. You're like, hey, even if people are talking to you, you're like, are they just
Yeah.
feeling sorry for me right now? Or like, what's going
Yeah, I
on?
know.
You do kind of
Yeah,
get used to it a
all
little bit,
those.
but
Yeah. Look, I've really.
Mary Quite Contrary uh came in with an announcement, Lady Beekeeper. She says, hey, we are approaching the 48th
Oh my
hour
God!
of our never ending voice chat in my Discord. Yeah,
Wow,
that's some issues.
that's some issues. Wow. Um.
It's like they're moving in together. I thought we had long voice shots. Wow.
Yeah. It's been enjoyable
Someone's
talking
keeping
to you,
the.
Eritrea.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
too.
have to
I'm
run,
so glad you
lady.
came up. Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
got
have
to
to
go to
run.
bed. So,
I'm in the middle of cooking some ribs. It's early in the afternoon
ooh,
here.
what kind of ribs?
I think they're pork. I think they're pork.
Oh,
But
dang it. We need to be able to
I
transport those over the internet for everybody.
yeah,
All
it's
right, go
2:30
cook
here.
your
Two
ribs.
thirty here. I
Have a brilliant lunch. And thank you so much for being up and letting me ask you weird questions.
Well, look, just thank you for listening to me, and
Yeah.
thanks for going live, and try to do it occasionally, and I'll try to come in, and
Yeah.
we need to, everyone, we need to support people like Eritrea because
Oh, thanks.
this is connecting, and this is connecting in a healthy way.
Yeah, I hope so.
48 hours, 48-hour voice chat. I mean, uh, how do
Yeah, people
people's
are
voices
crazy.
how
They're
do people's
wild. I
voices
don't know.
last?
I
They
think
must
they
be on.
slept halfway through it.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye,
Okay,
hun.
ciao. See you next time. Thank you for being here.
Bye.
All right, everybody, listen up. This old lady's going to bed. Thank you so much to Lady Beekeeper for coming in and coming up. Thanks to everybody who came in the chat. Last time I played some video, I missed super chats. If I missed you, thank you for being here. Little Lady, Stellar, Mellow One, oh Peanut, Lottie, everybody, Michelle. As per usual, you run out of things to say. Kiki Ramblings. Hopefully, we're gonna see some more stuff from her soon. Hey Miss OMG, welcome. I'm just shutting down. I'm out. I'm out for now. I'm tired. It's been a very long day, a couple days of overtime. And Lady Beekeeper, thank you for coming up here, keeping me company, and delighting the chat and everybody else with your insight. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, we're leaving. Unless you have something, if you want to come up and have something to say, you're more than welcome to do so. But otherwise, I was gonna chow bye. There's a 48-hour voice stream going on right now over in Lady Beekeepers. Hey Voomba. Voomba says good night, sweet girl. Thank you for being here. All right, see y'all next time. It looks like everybody wants to go. A bunch of party poopers. Jennifer, she poops at parties. Go Google that or look it up on YouTube. You will find it. It's ridiculous and old. And anyway, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Lady Beekeeper, and everybody in the chat, as always, for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, Data is okay. I don't know where she is. She's MIA, but I'll find her at some point. And yeah, maybe send a little prayer out for Nada because I'm worried about her. I haven't heard from her all day. I don't know if she wrote in my Discord, but like I know she has, you know, she's been real busy and stuff, and we've been having smoke problems here in the air quality, and so maybe say a little prayer for our friend Nada, and yeah, that's about all. All right, Ciao, bye. See you guys next time.